she was definitely an angel sent from heaven when I needed her most. So I was down and out in life, and she came into my life at a time where she brought my spirit back up, and I'm really grateful for that.
A summer rain is passing over, and it feels like a dream.
I think love works in all kinds of ways. I think it's not just one thing. I think there's somebody for everybody, and I think once you find it and are able to like hold on to it because both people want it, that's just how it works.
Don't you know you stopped the round?
We didn't have to try and fall in love. It just happened. Like on our first few dates, they went really well, and then we just knew that we could spend the rest of our lives with each other.
You must be my once in a lifetime, in a lifetime. You must be my once in a lifetime.
Shawn is very smart and loving and courageous, and I think I said strong, but mentally and physically. He's funny.
But it's all in my head. Ask me anything.
He's talented, caring, and
Answer
charismatic.
is yes. I'll spend my whole life just being caught up in your eyes. Oh, don't you know you
We've been together for almost 2 years now, and every day has been perfect. So every relationship has arguments. It's how you handle those arguments, because no matter who you're with, you're gonna argue. In our arguments, you know, they always find solutions, or they always end, you know, with us making up. So I would say that the last 2 years have been really fun. We both got to grow, and we also got to grow together with our son, Maximiliano, who's a year and 19 months. He's going to be 20 months. So, yeah, I think it's been really exciting these last couple years.
Shawn was shot in the line of duty as a police officer, and you know, I wasn't with him at the time, but I met him during his recovery, and it was hard because at first, you know, you want everything to be perfect and loving, and it wasn't always like that. There's bad days, you know, where his meds or pain or whatever was, you know, not right. So there was hard days, but they happened in the beginning. So I was able to see, you know, the bad side really quickly. And he even said, you know, this is the worst it's gonna get. Can you handle it? Because if you can't, you know, this is me. So I can handle it. He's worth it.
I just want to say that I hope today is the happiest, most fun day of your life. I mean, everything has been going well so far. Everything you planned has been going well. So all the help that you've gotten to plan this, and all the organizing that you've done yourself, I'm very proud of you. And I think this is probably the best planned wedding that I've ever seen before, whether it's on TV or, you know, other cousins or family members. And really easy and simple. And I want to thank you for that. Thank you for making it, you know, a grand wedding, but at the same time, it's very simple. So I know what I need to do, and I know when to get ready and where to be. And I hope that the rest of today goes as planned, which I think it will, because everything's gone great so far. I mean, look at this haircut. You complimented me as soon as I came down. And then I can't wait to see you at the altar and give you that big affectionate kiss we were talking about. And I love you very much, and I'm very grateful that we came into each other's lives when we did. And I can't wait for many more years to come. So I love you very much, Jessie. I love you more.
Shawn, I'm so excited to marry you in front of everybody, and, you know, prove our commitment in front of all of your family, all of my family, our friends. I can't wait to see you and for you to see me walking down the aisle. It's something I've always dreamed about, and I'm so glad that it's you standing at the end of the aisle and that we get to come home and hang out and, you know, continue our awesome life together.
She planned the whole wedding and she planned everything. She picked out her own dress, and we didn't really talk about style because I'm not very picky when it comes to that stuff. So whatever she wants to do, she can do, and I'll be happy with it.
I've always wanted a wedding, not necessarily, you know, a huge, gigantic, crazy wedding, but I don't know, it's just something it's what you do, and it's something I've always wanted to do.
Me and Max will walk up, and then the groomsmen, and then the ladies will walk up after us. So instead of going arm in arm or hand in hand, and then once we get there, then her grandpa is the one that's going to be walking her up the aisle, and he's the one that will present her to me. She's actually handling this really well, this wedding. Even if she is stressed, I don't feel like she's stressed. She's not, you know, yelling. She's not like one of those TV shows, Bridezillas. She hasn't taken anything out on us or anyone else. Everything's going smoothly so far.
I'm a little nervous to have everybody looking at me, but I've been nervous before, and you just get through it.
When we were practicing the rehearsal yesterday, she had a lot of, she had a lot of laughs. We tried to make it fun and funny, so it's not so stressful.
I am very excited to see him standing up there, especially with everybody lined up, and because that's what I've been dreaming of.
I love how we've become best friends and that our personalities just connected.
So ever since I was little, I've always dreamed about, having the perfect husband, perfect little family. And I have that. I mean, obviously nobody's perfect, but as close to it as we can get, we're there.
I am excited that she's happy and that she gets to have this wedding that she deserves. And so I'm excited for her for that. And I'm excited to be there to make her day.
I think we'll both be kind of leaning on each other, like looking to each other for reassurance.
She wanted the big ceremony. I didn't really care whether we had a small ceremony or big ceremony, but I did want a ceremony because I have a large family. So with my family alone, there was almost 100, 150. So it was going to be a big celebration regardless. So she chose that she wanted a big wedding, and I felt that she deserved it. So she's done so much for me, and this was the least I could do for her.
Having someone that you trust with even the most intimate details is super important.
She and I are the same when it comes to affection, so we believe in affection, even affection in public. And so we were going to kiss, affectionately.
It is my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Goodbye, kiss your bride. All right. It is my pleasure to present to you Mr. and Miss Shawn and Jessie Shawn.
Be a good married couple because we know how to compromise with each other. At this point, we know each other very well. We know what irritates each other. We know what makes each other happy. And luckily for us, we both strive to make each other happy. We don't try to hurt the other person, even in arguments. So I think just our willingness to work on everything together is our strongest asset.
When it comes to arguments, when it comes to purchasing and finances, just all the relationship stuff that comes, raising a kid together. Everyone has different beliefs and different cultures. And so when you're able to put those two together and compromise, then you'll have a happy relationship and a happy life.
Than I've ever had. Make it all better when I'm feeling sad. Tell me that I'm special even when I know I'm not. Make it feel good when it hurts so bad. Barely getting mad, I'm so glad I found you. I love being around you. You make it easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 1, 2, There's 3, only 4. One thing to do. 3 words for you. I love you. There's only one way to say those 3 words, and that's what I'll do. I love you. Give me more love from the very start. Piece me back together when I fall apart. Tell me things you never even tell your closest friends.
Everybody's looking all perfect.
Make it feel good when it hurts so bad. Best that I've had. I'm so glad I found you. I love being around you. You make it easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 1, 2, There's only one thing to do. 3 words for you. I love you. There's only one way to say those 3 words, and that's what I'll do.
I made him a plate of nachos and I wrote "I love you" with the cheese, and I brought it into him, and he started eating it before he looked at it, and I was like, "Can you please look at this?" And he saw it and he's like, "That's really big to say. Are you sure you want to say that?" And I was like, "Yeah, because I know that I love you." And he's like, "Well, good, because I'm in love with you."